Whoa, yeah. What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh. Tune in for the show.
Yup. I was gonna lift that up. Yeah, get that up though. Hey, welcome to the Funny Uncle podcast. It's the second night of Hanukkah. We're here with our wonderful guest, just on the rooftop of LA, taking in the sight.
Our Persian guest.
Mr.
Alex Farivar, part 2.
Yes, that is me, yes.
Ha!
Part two.
Hiya!
Sock check, homie.
Gotta.
I'm down as fuck, homie.
Those are high, homie.
Those are high,
Super
homie.
high.
Fuck lame.
Fuck
Fuck
me.
lames. Fuck haters. Fuck tortas. Fuck burritos. Fuck al pastor. Fuck my suerga.
Especially fuck chomparado.
Bro, I was in Mexico recently, and the guy comes up at the food. He's like, oh, would you like a torta with that? I was like, hell yeah. I mean, yeah. Let me get a torta.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, man, like a big,
Dude,
big booty.
Love
it.
Anytime he sees a girl with a big ass, he's like, look at that torta.
Look at that torta.
Like she's snacking. She's probably a good time.
If she's snacking, she's packing.
Yeah, dude.
And then she
fuck
goes
you
back
and-
in.
She'll fuck you and feed you.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, that's the
Mecca.
best.
That's what
So
we
this
call
has
it.
successfully become a very straight podcast. Let's curve it a little bit. Sucking cock.
Let's curve it like
Big dicks, fat chicks. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Poundage. Literally.
Yeah.
So,
Damn.
Mr. Alex,
Yes.
since our the first episode of this got cut off, we didn't really get to go in as much of depth as we wanted to.
I think the last thing we said was Justin Bieber.
Yeah, we were talking about Justin
that really?
Bieber.
I think that's the last
yeah,
thing,
that was
yeah.
like the last thing.
So we'll move past that.
So we'll move on because what's his wife's name? Fucking
Haley Baldwin?
Yeah, or something.
Haley
Yeah, she's
Baldwin?
taking care of him.
is she
Yeah,
is she part of the Baldwins?
Yeah.
She is, right?
Isn't she
Okay.
Alec Baldwin's daughter?
Yeah. Yeah. Then she's the pig.
Oh wait, she's the pig.
Justin Bieber's fucking the pig.
Fuck, wait, is that
Wait,
her?
what?
He
The
called
what?
his daughter like, "Oh yeah, you're hungry. You're something, a greedy little pig, or something like that."
No, I think that was a different one because
That was
when they
Alec.
did it on
That was
the
Alec.
no,
It's
it was
different daughter.
Alec.
Different
It was a
daughter.
different daughter.
Different daughter.
Yeah.
That's just.
Oh, the other pig. Oh, okay.
Wait, so
Like, what was that?
Was she the hot one then, or like what?
Wait.
I don't know.
How many Baldwins are there?
There's a lot.
Hey,
There's a lot of
if you're Justin Bieber's wife, you can't
Dude,
look
what
like
was
a pig. I'm
what
just
was that
saying.
joke Nikki Glaser said? That joke.
So fucked.
That's fucked.
I'm all for positivity. I look like a pig. Oink oink, y'all.
But he can't eat it because
Because
he's
I can't
Jewish.
because I'm Jewish, and it's Hanukkah, motherfucker. sorry.
Can you do some Hebrew for us? Can you do some Hebrew, please?
I'll do the Hanukkah. Boe pui hagafen. Okay, no. Chaverai nevre. Yehi shalom mechorach miatav yad alam. B'shut chaverai. Ivaret eleheni mishalom. Baruch Elohenu mishalom. Elohenu mishalom. Uvtuva chayenu. Para. Yisrael. Hey, Rasa. There we go. Nice. Cool. Nice.
That's really cool.
That's very
Damn.
cultural.
I feel like I need to eat it.
Meanwhile, people are
Pyro or
coming out of their apartments like, Yisrael? Hollywood deal? That
Yeah,
was
but we
very
left
Jewish.
off on Justin. Wait, was it? Yeah.
No.
Dude,
Just
that
not-
Nikki Glaser joke that she said against that she
What'd
said
she
to
say?
Alec, dude, it was so good. She was like, something about him being a father. She's like, yeah, even Casey Anthony knows the whereabouts of her kid. Something like that. I'm like, wow.
That's a good joke.
Damn.
Great joke.
Um,
She's actually really good at roasting, dude.
Are you the
Nikki
one that
Glaser's
has the
really-
Casey? Oh no, we were doing that thing that was like a second episode where we were doing.
Oh, yeah. Like, who would give, like, really good fatherly advice. Someone should have just been like, here, Casey. What was it? She's at a clinic.
Here's
It's
the
Scott
plan.
Peterson.
Here's the plan B.
Here's
You
the
have a plan
Here's the
A.
B.
There's
Yeah.
plan A.
But here's
If
the
you want to
plan
go
B.
with three, we want to go with the plan B. Bitch, to the plan
Someone
B.
should have gave fatherly advice to Scott Peterson. It's like, dude, just wait. You were reacting way too soon.
Well,
Wait.
they're saying that it wasn't even him, right? It was saying it was somebody else. They're saying that somebody
What?
else like kidnapped her.
Isn't
and
he
shit.
still on death row in St.
Yeah.
Quentin?
And he
Shit.
apparently he got like COVID checks or some shit like that. Like he got money wired him from like COVID checks. Like
Wait, what?
yeah, like, there's a-
Unemployment?
Yeah.
Hey, I need the money.
Hey man, you know,
Damn.
it costs some money to fucking.
Fucking A.
God, how long do you stay on death row for? It's kind of stupid.
It is, man. I mean, it's because like the amount of money because they have to pay what
it's like a housing thing also.
And
but
also, like, you have to pay like the
meals.
lawyer fees and like all the legal because it's all about appeals. Because it's not even up to you anymore. Like once you're on death row, like there's like this crazy 10-year, like the minimum is like 10 years, like the appeal process, and like the amount of money has to go through the like superior court. Sometimes it may even go to the Supreme
It took
Court.
like 10 fucking years to execute Timothy McVeigh. It's like, dude, he clearly it was him.
It's a very clear cut thing.
And he said he did
They
it.
knew was him.
That's where the Middle Eastern to me is like, bro, just put him on crane, hang him up, leave him there for 4 days, and everybody will see. You do that, you get that.
You get that, you do that.
Hey,
This is the justice. You know?
it's the
Fair. That's what they call fair in my country.
bro. It's very rational. We give you a trial, maybe 2 weeks, and then we kill you.
And then we go get stoned.
Like child molesters and rapists, like they don't. There's no like, oh, we gotta make sure they're protected.
Oh, the
like they
protective
just
custody.
whack
Yeah.
them, dude. They're just
They
like
just whack 'em.
hang them up there. It's like you want to play with a 4-year-old's balls. That's what's gonna happen to you.
For
real,
man.
man.
That's
You're gonna be
fucking
a
true.
pinata.
That's the
You're gonna be
only
a kid
thing-
in pinata.
I hate everything about.
What if
the government that goes
That's so
on?
wild.
But that's the one thing where I'm like, oh, hey.
Well, of course. Then also, I mean, there's like a strict like no, they don't steal over there, right?
Because think about
otherwise-
Saudi Arabia.
Saudi Arabia, yeah, Saudi Arabia is fucking
But
wild.
Iran is an Islamic. It's now the Islamic Republic of Iran. After 1979, the revolution, it went from a monarchy to a theocracy. Like it became a religious government. So from 1979 till now, it's not like a lot of Iranians. You know, there's like I guess 2 types. There's a pre-revolution and the current regime, but they're brutal as fuck. But so was the regime before them. But the Iranian people thought the monarchy was way more brutal, and they wanted to overthrow them, and then they got this, which is worse. But yeah, this is an Islamic. Back in the 70s, dude, in Iran, women didn't have to cover their hair. There was nightclubs, you could drink. It was very westernized.
No way,
Yeah,
yeah,
it was
yeah,
very
yeah.
westernized. You could do anything you really want.
Is it kind of weird? Oh, sorry.
Do you think it will ever go back to that?
It's yeah,
Yeah.
I think
With time.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
eventually.
yeah.
I think.
New leadership. Yeah.
It's like, wow, you know, even me fucking saying this, if I ever went to Iran, like they could probably be like, we're gonna kill this guy.
Yeah.
Because I'm speaking out
Dude,
against.
it's
That's how.
crazy.
That's crazy.
That's whenever, dude. Not to interrupt, man. When I drive down the freeway and I see a fucking sign that says, fight the tyranny, remove your mask.
Oh,
I'm
my
like,
God.
bro, what tyranny? Like,
Yeah.
first of all, you put a sign there, so you're free.
Yeah.
You already are not in a tyrannical society if you
you're
can
able
put
to
a sign there
advertise that,
saying
You have your
something
Second Amendment right on display.
Your First Amendment right there. Yeah, it's right there. You
Literally.
literally have it right there. And then also, like, you ever heard of Ayatollah Khomeini or Saddam Hussein or Gaddafi? Like, that's a fucking tyrant.
Dude,
Yeah.
You want to tell me that?
Truly.
Yeah, you can have your opinions about it, but don't say it's fucking tyrannical.
But have you met Cheney?
Yeah. That guy was fucking crazy.
That guy is fucking.
Okay, but the point I was trying to make earlier is like, what if things would fix themselves a little bit more as far as like levels of like crime in America if we went back to having displays of like capital punishment? like we go back to like
Dude.
to
it's
stoning,
Probably, I don't.
putting people on the spit,
We're not saying we
Starving-
want
putting
Stone
more
Age.
Yeah, we're not saying we want
punishment.
people in the what are the things where you put your head in the like
The
this?
stockade.
Yeah, dude. If Casey Anthony was there, I'm just telling you, bro.
Yo, you know what's
Put Cosby there. What the fuck?
It's like brother, like hanging.
Why is it so hot in here?
Dude, put fucking Brock Turner in that shit. Have all the women just like fucking throw shit at him.
Oh
like,
my!
I
Wait,
think
what did
the
Brock
dog-
Turner do?
he was the dude that like.
No, yeah, I know
Stanford.
he's a UFC fighter. Yeah.
No.
No, Brock Lesnar.
No.
UFC fighter.
Brock Turner was
He
doing.
knocks him because he knocks him out.
Brock Turner's a rapist from Stanford. Yes.
Yeah. Brock Turner was doing an illegal kind of wrestling.
Yeah. Oh,
And it wasn't Fight Club. It wasn't Fight Club.
Really submissive.
Nothing but knockouts.
bro. And that,
That's so fucked up.
We are okay.
That's
We're just prefacing this.
fucked up.
We are all assholes. We're fucked up. We're all going to hell.
You witnessed a live bit. You saw the bit start.
the bit.
don't be mad at us. Be
And
mad
you
at
saw
the
us finish
judge
it.
that gave that fucker
Exactly,
6 months and let him out after
Yeah.
3.
What the fuck? Yeah,
I
why you mad at
I
us?
have
Why you
friends
mad?
that did more time for fucking possession of a narcotic than that dude, and that's fucking
That's
crazy.
crazy. That's
Yeah.
fucking crazy.
Literally taking someone's literal power away from them. Like that's
But, okay. Let me ask you guys a question. Okay.
another 4 straight men having an opinion on rape. Jesus Christ.
yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ.
know, I know, I
Jesus
know,
Christ.
I know.
We're the better ones.
We're not that kind. You know
We're
what I'm
not
saying?
that type of
We're the
people.
cool
We're
ones.
not that
We're the cool ones.
Yeah, they're cool.
We don't play lacrosse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't.
There's a.
I think that stereotype's
So
true.
like.
Locker talk. I was being groped. It's true.
They said I was
You
the
were.
beast.
No, I think
I was groped.
I think
Multiple
I groped
times.
you before.
No, not you.
No,
Because
was
that
it?
was
No, I grabbed your ass.
consensual.
I grabbed your ass.
That was
And
consensual.
you grabbed my ass.
That was fine.
You grabbed my ass too.
I'm speaking that right now. The quarterback would fondle me all the time.
He would.
He would.
He would.
And he'd be like, "Yeah, I bet you love that gay shit." I'm like, "You're gonna beat women when you ways."
You guys are coming out.
He's
right
gonna
now.
be a
Do it.
statistic.
You know what's crazy?
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
And you know what's crazy? I played center like when we were younger.
Yeah, yeah.
Just like for like
It's a power
practice or
thing.
whatever.
It's a power
and
thing.
like
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
thing, same
Yeah.
fucking thing.
Oh, you bet you love
you
you
like fucking
oh,
touch
yeah,
my
you
balls
love that
and
gay
shit.
shit. I'm like,
Just a little
bro,
tickle.
I'm gonna slap
Yeah, but
your
like
ass.
sometimes like he would do it like as a joke, but like he just
He would
did it
just
all the
pat.
time.
No, he just pat my ass all the time. I'm like, dog, can you stop touching my ass? Hey, shut the fuck up. You love this shit. I'm dog. I'm
No,
gonna
you
put that
love this
football
shit.
up your ass, dude.
Yeah,
I'm a
dude.
fucking-
You know what's funny is I'll sometimes say like some of my friends, people I know, like I say hello with a little tickle in the scrotum.
You go on people's assholes.
You touch
actually
my ass.
you're probably
You touch my ass
worse.
in my
You're way
podcast.
worse. You're way worse.
It's just a little hello. It's just like
I'm pretty sure you shoved your
I'm
fingers in
here.
my asshole at one
I
point.
appreciate
I did
you.
it like right before
How's
we
your
started-
day going? Yeah.
Right before we started rolling camera, I fucking fingered your ass and Frank's and Gabe's.
He gave me a honey pop.
Yeah,
It's a term of endearment, okay? Because
It's
we're
just a way
trying
to
all
say
about
hello.
that normalized kissing your bros type
Yeah.
of thing.
Yeah.
But we
Not
can't
right now,
really,
though.
we
Not
can't
right
really
now,
do
not
that
right now.
right
Not
now.
right
I
now.
don't know about the
now.
kissing the bros, but
No.
fingering your bros.
Yeah.
I want to.
Because the finger lingers. Okay, go.
Okay, I want to ask you. And it kind of smells. Okay. In
know,
Christianity, so like when Christianity was happening, obviously like they would like put people on like a stake and stuff like that.
You mean like the Middle Ages? Like
Middle Ages. Sorry. How would you want to go out if you had to choose between like being burned at a stake, being pulled to death, being
Like
put
drawn and
rock-
quartered?
drawn and quartered, rocks on you,
Flayed. They would
filleted,
flay.
or my personal favorite. Have you guys ever heard of the screaming bull?
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
Roman
okay,
Greek
you know
shit.
what it is?
Yeah.
I feel like I heard about it. Don't.
Okay,
No,
so
say it.
so they get a it's a big ass like a bull, big ass bull
Made out of copper or metal.
Some
Yeah.
kind of metal.
made out of copper. They hollow it out so you can fit a person inside there, and the person that whoever's accused of whatever doing their dude, they put the person in
Lock
there,
'em in.
lock them in, and they put a fire underneath the bull. And because they made and from the bull's mouth,
Snout.
the snout, you can hear. That's the only way you can hear, and you can hear people screaming
And the smoke
and burning to death. And they said that them screaming sounds like a bull, like whatever.
Yeah.
That's some creative.
Can you imagine
evil.
being fucking burned?
So how would you go? I honestly, me personally, guillotine. I'll go with the guillotine or get my head chopped off. Just
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. That's
I mean,
just
they
easy.
can
Quick.
fuck it up, dude. Okay,
Quick.
They can, not a clean cut.
That's right. Yeah, because they used to fuck it up.
Anne Boleyn, I
Rusty
believe.
ass blade.
I think when they were cutting when Henry VIII had Anne Boleyn's head cut off, I think they fucked it up.
Yeah, they did.
It was like 2 or 3 chops, and
Yeah.
she was still alive. Yeah.
Oh,
So-
fuck.
Can you imagine?
If
man?
you're a
Like,
bad
come on.
Well, I'm a sick bastard. I used to
Lead with
like,
your elbow.
I used to, and I don't really do it, but I used to just like watch videos of online
Faces of evil and shit.
Faces of Death,
Yeah.
but
Ogrish,
Yeah.
Ogrish.com.
And
Rotten-
something like
Rotten.com. That was ours.
Rotten
Rotten.com.
Hood site.
Oh shit,
I
that's
haven't
right.
seen it.
Hood site, dude, is
I'll put the
literally.
links in the bio.
Bro, I remember the first time I discovered, I think, Hood site. I was in Colombia and I was watching videos of people in like Venezuela, Brazil, Colombia, like just, dude.
Beheading.
The way they kill each
Dead
other in
style.
Brazil and in Venezuela, these like. The dudes out there, when they kill each other, they empty the whole fucking clip on you.
Yeah.
Like
Oh,
even
yeah,
when you're on
yeah,
their
yeah.
body, they're just like, boom, 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 boom.
Because
You
it's that
and-
machismo thing.
And they're
you know?
while they're doing that, they're filming, and you just see the holes.
I like how they shoot.
Flesh.
They're always like this.
Yeah.
like it's gonna come out faster.
Influencers and wild.
There's just a bunch of dudes in shorts and flip flops running around doing this shit.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
dude, I remember.
with like a Mickey Mouse T-shirt. on.
Venezuela is wild. Yes. Yeah.
They always have some
Barbara
fucking-
Streisand.
with the 2018 Panthers World fucking
No, bro, they had
Super Bowl
Calvin
champion,
Klein-
Super Bowl
Calvin Klein.
champion.
They had
almost.
they had a 2000 NBA championship Sixers. They lost. It was just
a Space
the
Jam
Lakers, yeah.
sweatshirt.
No, it's just like they have like whenever the teams lose, they already have the T-shirts
Yeah,
made, but
yeah.
they just send them out to Africa. That's what they do.
They
It's
send
so
them to the
fucked up.
underprivileged.
Yeah, they'll appreciate this.
Fuck.
They grew up their whole lives thinking, "What? I thought the Bengals won." It's like, no, bro. It's the
I love the
Bengals never.
Bengals. I love the Bengals, especially their championship run in 1999. They lost.
It's like-
oh,
It's like, yeah.
happy to be here.
It's like, bro, the Atlanta Hawks won the finals in 2014. They haven't been to a final since 1956, dude. It's like,
well, still my favorite theme.
Yeah,
but
well,
dude,
good-
guillotine, dude.
fabric.
Fuck,
I just go with the guillotine, bro. I'm not getting burned to death is the most painful way to die.
Yeah.
Drowning is
Drowning
number 2.
second, yeah.
And I think an animal
Dude,
ripping you apart is probably 3.
Drawn and quartered is pretty brutal.
Yo, what about
That's
when they
crazy,
stretch you? There's that one too. That's torture.
He said that.
That's
he said
more
they
torture.
pull you apart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, if I had a choice, guillotine, I want it like super fucking quick. But
I mean,
but
like Vlad the Impaler, like the inspiration for like the first Dracula, like he would literally put people on like these giant wooden stakes,
No.
and he'd let gravity kill them.
Actually, bro, you know what? I take that back. I'll take the most fucking crazy, painful death. Why? Because when I do die, it's like, dude, that's an experience. Right? Like when I'm dead,
You're sick.
all right, and you go to
so full of
no,
shit.
bro, when you go to the bro, when you go to the next life and people are like, it's like when you're in jail, like, what are you in here for? You're like, oh, it's, you know, it's like, oh, like what you're it's like, oh, I'm here for I stole it from a gas station. They're like, ah, you bitch. It's like, but if you go to heaven, it's like, oh, what are you here for? Dude, I got fucking screaming bull, you know? Like, what do
Dude,
you,
I got impaled.
They're like,
bro.
wow,
Dude, that's
I
like
got
the most-
impaled. I'm like, what are you here for? Dude, I fucking slipped and hit my head on the curb and I just died. This guy's a fucking simp. Get him out of here. Like, you know, it's
Get him
like,
the fuck out of here.
what a puss.
What if there are like hierarchies? What if there's like hierarchies
how you die?
in
Yeah.
like the you know,
Yeah.
the
In the afterlife.
afterlife?
Well,
Yeah.
actually, I'm not
Oh,
religious, but there is a
man.
thing like in the Islamic culture called a shaheed. So, like, if you die by like fire or by water, you have like an honorable death.
By fire, by water.
And like one of my friends had died in 2016. He drowned, and he was Muslim. And when they were burying him, they were talking about the shaheed, and that's when I was like, "What? You know?" They're like, "Yeah, it's pretty
Holy
much you
shit.
died a
It's
very
like a holy
painful
death
death.
in
It's,
a
it's like a
way.
holy
Yeah,
death. You're gonna
yeah.
have
That's
a great
Cause suffering.
Yeah, I'm
you know?
not religious, so I'm like, I don't whatever. But
well, you can attune something to that in the capacity of the
Yeah.
fact of suffering, because it's like, you know, when people pass away, that energy, like when it leaves, there's something to that. All religions
and it also
have that.
helps the family. Like if that's what they believe, then you know,
Yeah.
like,
That
whatever,
too.
dude.
It could be a coping.
Which
Yeah.
brings up another good point. Would you rather be burned to death or freeze to death? I tell everybody this. I know.
I think I'll just freeze to death because you just go numb eventually, and then you just like kind of go to sleep. But burning, bro, it's like it's your flesh is burning.
No, dude, I think if you're freezing, like,
But then
But
again,
it's so much
how
longer.
badass is it to be like, I burned to death, dude? How did you die?
But how-
you
but-
fell off your roof trying to put up Christmas
like-
lights? You fucking loser.
fucking idiot.
But like,
Fucking
think
idiot.
about freezing. Like, that takes like.
I was thinking about Pirates of the Caribbean 3 when the
fucking-
guy like snaps his toe off.
Yeah,
I
but
was
look at
thinking about
everyone
that.
when they're dead. Like,
Remember
whenever
that?
have you seen those pictures from people they found in like Everest or that
Yeah,
tried to
yeah,
climb? They
yeah.
died. They're all like this, so you can tell that they just were like, okay, it's over. Just
like
like
you
try
like
to
go to
There's a
sleep,
photo
you
of the
gotta go to
mummy
sleep.
Still
to the,
like, yeah, it's like think it's the best pussy ever. Like, you know, one guy, one guy was just like
got that ice.
smiling. You know, he's like,
Yo, I got that
like,
ice.
oh, this guy thought about something good. But
That's
no one's gonna
fucking-
think about that when they're burning. They're
and
just like you know,
And that's wild that the fucking bodies are still there. They just fucking leave them there. Like, dude, like that's.
On
you
Everest.
can't grab them.
Yeah, they can. They
It's,
can.
it's like
just
it's milestones too for like how far you going up the mountain.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
man.
crazy.
Hey, that's Ed. Oh, we're 2 miles up. Like,
Oh, Eddie!
they like prop him up with the sign, like, "Oh, you're this close." Like,
Hey guys, you probably start hallucinating like a motherfucker though.
Yeah.
It's got to be fucking crazy. It's
Yo, there's one more death that's crazy. There's one more that you guys know. I'm sure you guys heard about this one. The one where they put a rat right here in your, I think it's your face or your chest,
no, it's your chest. They
and
put
the
a
rat
bucket.
eats through your fucking
Oh yeah.
torso.
That's from the
Too Fast, Too Furious?
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Fast,
I remember that.
Too furious.
I got a cuh.
Oh my yeah, dude. No,
Dude,
don't
when Paul
worry.
Walker
Got it,
walks
cuz.
out with
Dude.
Tyrese,
got it,
Tyrese.
Got it,
What do you say? He's like, we hungry, and then he's like, what do you say about? What do you say? Something about another cuh part where he's like,
Cuh.
no, he's like,
That's right. Or he says
no,
he
he's
says
like,
Fuck, I can't remember the line, but I know what you're talking about. Like, he has a
We'll
black
play the
suit on,
clip.
they're,
We'll
like,
play the
well,
clip.
yeah,
We'll play the clip.
all right, and then we'll just be like, ha ha, yeah, that was it.
Hey, that was it.
No, but it was just so like I remember like when he died, I'm like, damn, that's so sad. I'm like, damn, remember that Too Fast, Too Furious when he said "cuh"? That was not good.
Well, they said that when he died, he was like he burned to death because there was smoke in his
Yeah,
lungs.
but-
he was still alive or
But
something. like
he
shit.
but the only kind of part where it's like, okay, well, at least that happened is he was knocked out.
that. Ah.
true, 'cause
They found him like just like out, you know, like if you are burning to death, bro, you're gonna be found like in some way like in a struggling position.
Yeah,
and he was just
true.
found like in a, you know, because when they hit that tree, like it knocked him out, and so he died of thermal burn. So it was like
Shit.
it burned him while he was passed
Well,
out.
I think when people were burned at the stake
Poor
too,
guy,
the
dude. That
smoke
guy, and that guy was a
would kill
really
them.
good dude, actually.
Yeah.
that guy was a solid dude. He did a lot of fucking philanthropy work.
There was no dirt. Like usually, like some dirt will come out like 5 years after a death or something like
Nothing,
that.
dude.
Nothing's. Yeah. He wasn't on any
Yeah.
of Epstein's planes. He's good.
No, why, dude? That guy
That guy
had
cleaned
no,
up.
He had no problem with women. We'll just say that.
That guy
Yeah,
cleaned
that
up.
guy did clean up, probably.
He cleaned up.
That's fucking wild.
He was like one of the few white boys that could hang out with, like, go to the barbecue, you know, like You can just go.
He got
anywhere.
invited to the barbecue.
Yeah,
He's
Yeah.
from
There's a
here,
barbecue
isn't he?
cut.
From like Santa Barbara or like from?
Yeah, I think so. I
Dude,
think he's
there's a
yeah.
lot of big people that are from Santa Barbara.
Santa
Like, a
Barbara,
lot of
Huntington
actors and
Beach,
shit,
like, you know,
too.
like Gwen Stefani's from Huntington Beach.
Yeah.
No, it's from
Girl.
Anaheim.
Anaheim, yeah,
She
yeah.
went to Loera.
Fucking Will
fuck.
Ferrell's from Irvine.
Yeah, dude. Same with Zach De La
Yeah.
Rocha.
I didn't know
High,
that.
yeah. Zach De La Rocha went to I think Woodbridge. He went to my high school.
Yeah, fucking.
Well, I mean, I didn't go to the same
Rage
high
Against
school.
the Machine.
Mio Venevada from Heroes and like This Is Us and shit. He went to Elmo.
That's right. Yeah, he went to our high school.
Mio
yeah.
something, sexy boy.
Stuart from Mad TV, remember? He went.
No,
He went to my old high school.
Yeah,
Shut up.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
so
I saw him
sick.
on a plane one time when I was a kid, and I recognized him. I'm like, Stuart. I was like 10 years old.
Oh,
He's like,
shit.
yeah, you want an autograph? He gave me an autograph. It was really cool.
Like, shut up, kid.
And then, what's her face? She was so good. The Cosby.
Yeah, I haven't thought of that in years. I
I
haven't thought.
remember
I
Mad
used to do
TV.
that.
I remember Mad TV, dude. That shit was
Because
funny.
I would do that all the time. People are like, oh yeah, Beavis and Butthead. I'm like, nah, stupid.
No, but Beavis and Butthead was classic.
Yeah.
It was
Beavis and
classic.
Butthead
Nah,
was classic.
stupid.
I hate things that suck.
The guy from fucking Emperor's New Groove. The real buff guy kind of talks like this.
Oh, Squeak and Squeaker.
Squeaker McSqueak.
Squeakers.
What was Miss,
bitter.
Hey, what's going on here?
Miss Hong or whatever. Oh
yeah.
What did she
yeah,
do? I don't remember.
Oh, it's racist.
It's on video. It's on video.
It's racist.
Whatever, dude. It was the 90s.
I-
I don't give a
She had the
fuck about
foot
that.
on her shirt. She would just do. She would do the.
Oh my God,
Shoo,
that-
she
she
would do that.
wasn't even
It's just
Asian.
racist. She wasn't Asian.
Wait, what show were we talking about?
She was not
Mad
Asian.
TV.
She's not Asian.
The short gal from Marvelous Miss Maisel, the manager. I forget her name. Yeah.
the Lois and Family Guy.
Lois.
Yeah,
Lois
yeah.
and Family Guy.
Shit.
Yeah, dude.
It's not a fucking.
Which goes back to shit that you can't do anymore, dude. You can't do this.
Wasn't. Oh no, that's a different guy. He's not the voice of.
We were talking about Tropic Thunder.
Hey,
earlier
yo,
off the,
fuck
off the,
you.
Hey, we're
off the
filming a podcast here.
Hey.
Fuck 12.
Yeah,
Yo,
man.
hey, when Donald Glover, not Donald, I was going to say Donald, but anyways, Childish Gambino played I don't know if you guys seen Atlanta. He does whiteface in it, and it's like the next level of like,
Whiteface?
but yeah, he plays a guy who's like some guy in a mansion,
looks
and he's
real
full
creepy.
prosthetic.
He's almost like Michael Jackson-ish.
Did you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
He doesn't even look like him. When you watch it, you're like, is that him? Like Keith Stanfield. I didn't even think he knew.
I
it
never
He's
saw
was
fucking
him.
dope. I met him at a pizza
never
shop.
saw
Oh, you
He's freaking-
did?
dude.
Fuck yeah.
He's
Yeah?
good. I like him.
Fucking.
He's a good actor.
He's
I like
smooth.
him. Yeah.
Yo,
I was
dude.
like, yo, love you, fucking short term 12. Love you, fucking.
What else did he do?
Love you in
Uncut Gems and what else?
Uncut
bunch
Gems.
of
You did something-
sorry to bother you.
Sorry to bother you.
that was crazy.
That's where I was like,
Knives
yo.
Out. Dude, he's a fucking man, dude. And he's like 20. He's like my age. He's like 28.
Yeah, he's like 20,
Yeah.
29.
He's fucking
young dude.
super talented.
He's a
man.
baller, dude.
Yeah.
That guy's fucking.
Hey, that new movie that's gonna come out, fucking Judas and the Black Messiah, or Black Messiah and the Judas and the Black Messiah.
I heard he is coming out in a new movie, and I saw the trailer. I'm like, oh, it does look good. Is it like a gangster movie?
No, it's about the Black Panthers.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
That shit
Yes.
looks cool.
Yes.
That's why he was in an
Yes.
interview and he looked like he was all Black Panthered out, and I was like, okay,
Daniel
well, it's also
Kaluuya?
like a good. It was like
Dude.
dope style, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I wonder what he's doing.
What's the name of the guy
That's what he
from
was
Black
doing.
Klansman?
That's Denzel Washington's son,
Dude,
David Washington.
that guy is the
handsome.
smoothest motherfucker.
Because you never saw Tenet.
He's
haven't
so
seen Tenet. I haven't
smooth.
seen Tenet.
Dude, he is smoother than James Bond. He's smoother than
I could see them
fucking
casting him as the next James
Pitbull.
Bond. I
I think they already went
Well,
with Tom
they-
Hardy, right?
Did
No,
they?
it's a woman.
No.
Wait, what? Wait,
Swear to
what?
God.
What?
No, it's not.
James Bond?
Wait,
Yeah.
is it?
So is it Jane Bond?
Is it Anna Armas from fucking what was that movie? Knives Out. She's like the big Anna de Armas or whatever.
Apparently,
the
that's
Oh,
what
I never
it's
saw
it's
that.
a
She's
it's a
hot.
black
She's
it's a
hot.
black
She's
lady.
hot.
I forgot her name.
Fuck her,
But
she
it's a
is.
black lady.
fucking hot.
Anna de Armas is fine as hell.
No, wait, dude. I think they literally, for the longest time, they were debating about Idris Elba or Tom Hardy. And I remember one time
should
I
be
said,
Idris, man.
and I remember, look,
Idris
I-
would have been good.
Listen, I was like, yo, Idris would be good, but like, okay,
He's getting older,
so
though.
can we-
He's older
but,
now.
But then let's make the next Shaft white, because now we're getting kind of ridiculous here.
But I think it's one of. But Bond, I feel, is one of those.
I know,
things,
but it's just a smooth white dude. Shaft's a smooth black dude, a dope ass black dude.
The
Why
swap-
But I-
change it?
But I think Shaft is like almost like a black exploitation. How do they say it? Black
Black
Yeah,
exploitation.
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
Like that character is like black. Like there's no doubt that Shaft is black. But there is a doubt of whether there can be like 007 can be like either white or like black.
You
or,
really
like,
I think
anybody,
no. I think in the
honestly.
Like,
books,
it could be
I think in
anything,
the
yeah.
books it does say. I'm not sure, but I think in the books it does say white dude. I'm not
For
sure.
007?
I will,
Yeah.
I will say
And
this.
let's be honest,
I have
I
a
have a feeling
yeah.
it does, but at the same time,
Oh, something's coming.
Here
Something's
comes the
coming.
soldier.
Idris Elba would be dope though.
Yeah.
Idris Elba would be
You
But
would
good.
say.
let's be very
I like him
fucking
a
real.
lot.
Hold up.
Let's
Yeah.
be very fucking real, okay? if like let's say like I mean there are
go.
Take a trip.
there are agents like MI6 agents, right? They don't really send people of color to like Eastern Europe because people in Eastern Europe don't really like black people for the most part. Because you go to all those soccer matches.
You think someone in Ukraine is going to do a big business?
Yeah,
no. Someone
dude,
from Ukraine.
All these soccer matches, like people throw like bananas on the field when there's like an African player on the field or whatever.
Shit, that's right.
Dude,
Wow.
Eastern European racism is a next level. People think racism, dude, it's
You've never been
pretty
to
wild.
Dude, Amsterdam, like, I mean,
Yeah.
Amsterdam's like a melting pot, obviously, because
Yeah.
of tourism. But the Dutch do not. They don't integrate with other races. They don't mix like. That's the one thing I love about America.
Pure
Like, dude,
bread.
it's just, pure is weird, dude.
It is
Pure is
They got some eyebrows. There's just something
look,
going on to the eyebrows.
Dude,
like
all,
our
listen,
we
all
like
the
our
guys,
waffles.
all the guys are like 6'5", blonde hair, blue eyes. All the girls are 5'11", blonde hair, blue eyes. They all look the fucking same. And like, to me, I'm like, that's what I love about America is everyone's so different. Like, you know, you just everything's mixed, and I like that. But I'm like, whatever. The Danish are like that. The Dutch are like that. But they. We were talking about that earlier, bro. White people, yeah, they're racist, but shit. You ever fucking heard like a Middle Eastern person talk or an Indian person or an Asian person? Dude, the Asians hate each other. It's true. You know?
It's true.
It's not just white people that are fucking racist, man.
Internal affairs, dude.
Dude, I swear to God.
Oh yeah, there's a dude that I know. He gets super offended because he's like, I'm fucking El Salvadorian. Fool.
How
the fuck are you gonna know, bro?
Don't
Yeah.
fucking call me Mexican, bro.
Call me
Don't call me
fucking
Mexican. I'm from
Mexican,
fucking El
bro.
Salvador, and then you say something about like things like, bro, I'm Mexican, but I just.
Well, you can say Hispanic or Latino. You don't have to be like, hey, you're Mexican. It's like, no,
No,
you
that's
could be
true. Yeah,
that's true,
Guatemalan.
that's
You
true.
could be from
We were
Honduras,
16. We were
El
16.
Salvador. You know, you could at least not be 100.
Bro, we
Latin-
all
Latinx.
Like, you look
Bro,
like you're
we eat
Mexican,
fucking
right?
tacos. We eat fucking tacos. We got the fucking pyramid.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
like Andrew Schultz joke.
Yeah.
Like, we got the tacos, got the pyramids. Same fucking thing.
Yeah.
Dude,
It is true,
so where have you traveled to? How many places have you traveled to?
Yeah. You seem like you travel like a lot.
No, I don't travel a lot.
No, I don't.
I just like when I was like in my like late 20s, I had an opportunity to just like either like, all right, I can go and like move out right now and again and like do all that, or I can take all this money and just go travel for the next like couple years and still live in Orange County, my parents' house. Fuck it, and that's what I did. So like I went to South America a couple times. One time for 3 weeks, and I went.
Shit.
I went to
Dude,
Colombia.
South America.
Yeah, you know how much it costs for 3 weeks? $2,500, including flights and Amazon, Machu Picchu, all that.
What?
I know how to do it on a budget,
Dude,
baby.
how was the food?
The food? Okay.
Did you eat fish in all
listen,
types of ways?
I don't like. Oh, you talking about that food?
I'm talking about that dorsal fin. That dorsal.
The pussy.
I want to know if your fillet
You know what's
flat.
funny? When you go to Mexico, like I've been in a lot of parts of Mexico, like when you ask them, like I remember we were in Cancun, and I was asking the cab driver, I'm like, so a lot of stuff to do around here? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's up with the Explore Park? There's this place called Explore Park in Cancun, like, or it's not really Cancun, but yeah, it is.
Cabo San Lucas.
No, that's on the other side. but it's like a place where you go, like, it's like an adventure park. You go zip lining,
Snorkeling,
rafting, all that
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
shit.
Like a resort or something.
And I'm like, yeah. So I'm like,
That's
what's
just
up?
dope.
I'm like, yeah,
That's just
it's
dope.
We went and it was so fun. And we were like, I'm like, what's up with Explore Park? And he's like, yeah, it's good. Man. The water smell like piss. I'm like, okay, that's not good. And then I'm like, what's up with the Chichen Itza? Is that nice? And I swear to God, the guy's like, yeah, just go on Google, look at it. Like, okay.
Dude, he does not want to deal with your shit.
No. Until
Americans.
I asked, what's up with the women? Dude's eyebrows went up. He's like, panocha? He's like, oh, my friend, go to Mandala, the Chili Willy. Like he was naming all these
You're gonna
places
find
to
some
go.
really good tortas.
He's like, I take you now, I take you later, I take you everywhere.
We
He's
take
like,
my cousin
yeah.
and then we take him back to
Yeah,
my
just
place
let
and
me
we'll
know
go
what
back.
you want. You want the tall, the short, the torta, gorda, whatever you want.
Torta, gorda, queso fresco.
They love their women. They just
You
like
want
they're
the
like.
cotilla o
And
vaca?
honestly, in Colombia, it was like when I went to Colombia, yeah, it was just like I could not stop staring. Like, what the fuck is this?
Dude.
Where?
Dude.
What the fuck is this? What the fuck is this? It's like, is this a man or is like?
No.
'Cause the
What
men be
fuck
looking
is this
heavy.
like it's insane. They're
'cause-
beautiful. There's like
there's a level that you reach with like I think like natural beauty where it's just like what the like you get mad. You get a little mad about it. You're like,
yeah. What the fuck is that? Like your face is so
Like
nice, like
Dude, I was
but
in a
their
Miami
asses
airport.
Are all ridiculous.
I was in the airport in Miami,
Epic.
and my head was just like,
Yeah. And they all love to go to Miami because anytime I'm like, I'm from America, they're like, oh, where's like, LA, California. They're like, oh, like I've been to Miami, like, I'm of course you have,
Yeah,
and like they're really friendly, But the Colombia's a beautiful place.
I've always
there's a
wanted
lot
to go
of
to Colombia.
Dude, craziest shit too was we one time I've been to Colombia 3 times. I went twice with my cousin and my dad, but the first time I went with 5 of my friends. So it was like 6 of us. We went to Medellin and we went to Guatape, which is like a city on a lake, an hour north or so of Medellin, and then went to Cali, Colombia. Yeah.
I was like, what are you doing? I was like, what happened?
I was waiting for the beat.
And then, of course, when I asked the guy, I'm like, what's up, Guatape? It's beautiful. He's like, yeah, a lot of naked putas all around. And then I was drunk, so I was playing along, and I collapsed to the floor. I'm like, naked putas. I was like, I got a heart attack. I'm like, dude, take me here now, bro.
Let's go.
How's the food down there? Was the food good?
Okay, so the first time we went, I was on a budget, so I didn't get to eat the greatest fucking food there is.
Oh.
The second time and the third time I went, I had a little bit more money, and we went to like nice places to eat. And yeah, there's some really good places, good beef, good. I'm not a fish guy. I hate fish, so you just count
Did
me
you
out
eat
of
guinea
that.
pig by any chance?
No.
You won?
No.
You want some fucking ground
the fucking guineas.
squirrel?
But like when we were like, it was really cool. Medellin is a really it's a city like coming up. It's a really fun city. It's wild. The people are super nice. But the weird thing is, one night we met this dude, and at the bar, he was like, and he was like, hey, I can come by in the morning and take you guys on a tour. I can take you like the communities.
So many people that do that shit. I have the best car.
And then us as Americans are thinking like, oh, this motherfucker trying to rob us and kill us and stuff. But he was really genuinely just being like, dude, I'll come and show you around. Like, obviously, like, throw me some cash, like, but like, I'll show you around. And we're like, yeah. We were drunk. We're like, yeah, come pick us up. He's like, I'll be there at 7 in the morning. We're like, yeah,
Then you get the call at 7 in the morning.
No. Then what we did was we fucking partied all night. Now, I didn't, at this time, this was 2016, so I didn't do any more drugs. So I didn't do blow, but all my friends were like doing blow. I was just drinking, smoking, and having, getting fucked up.
You
like
on the
that.
downers, they on the uppers.
But then I realized all of a
Safe
sudden,
downers.
But you don't know because time just slows the fuck down. We went out, crazy night partying, and then 6 a.m., 30 in the morning, we're like, we're going to sleep. So I like emailed the guy. I'm like, don't come. We're not going to get up at 7. And then the next day, we go to the same area. This is an area called Parqueaderas. It's like a little like square where it's like all the food, all the bars, all the people. It's
Great.
fun as hell.
Sounds wild.
And we go over there and we see the dude there again. His name was I thought it was Eduardo, but then people were calling him Luis, and I'll get to that. And so I'm like, what's up, man? Trust me, this is interesting, dude. So I get there, and I'm like, well, we get there, like, oh, what's up? He's like, what happened to you guys yesterday? We're like, or this morning. We're like, what do you mean? You didn't get our email? He's like, no, I don't check my email. I'm like, check your fucking email, man. He's like, okay, you know what? I got something to tell you. I quit my job. We're like, okay. He's like, I'm going to come with you guys, and we're going to go out tonight and have a good fucking time. We're like, all right. Let's go. And he's like, cool. He's like, just take me to my neighborhood really quick, my house, so I can grab my laptop.
See? Why does he need his laptop? There's always a catch. There's always a fucking catch. I swear to God.
They're fucking sneaky, fool.
No, I have a lot
They're
of things on the laptop I need for the guy. It's not for me. I don't make the rules. By the way,
sneaky.
I don't know what it is about Latin American countries, but no one makes the rules there. That's what they always say.
They're
Every time I'm like, are you serious? Or this is what I don't make the rules. It's like, all right, so he didn't make the rules. No one made the rules. And he's like, let's go to my place. I'm just gonna grab my laptop and then we'll go and party. And I'm like, cool, hell yeah. Then all of a sudden, I'm looking at like, what is it? What is it?
No, I'm looking at the battery. Sorry.
Oh.
Sorry. Yeah, my bad.
Bro, the aliens here? It's 2020 is wild.
Season finale.
It's almost here, baby.
Series finale.
Yeah.
So anyways, we're in the, he's like, all right, he's like, we'll go to my neighborhood. And then my friend's like, hey, where can we get some blow? And then I'm like, where can we get some weed? And then he's like, you can get all of that in my neighborhood, it's no problem. And by the way, that's the other thing. Anytime in a Latin American country, if someone tells you it's no problem, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
It's a problem. Always.
It's muy problema.
Yeah. It's no problem. It's always a problem. So we were like, yeah, let's go. He's like, let's go to my neighborhood. We'll grab all that shit. And we're like, cool. Then, like, we're drunk, but my drunk starts kind of like wearing off a little because I'm noticing like, we're leaving the city. We're leaving we're going into like the we're going to the outskirts of town.
Bet.
And then I look at my
Hearing some dogs barking you can't recognize.
I look at my friend. I'm like, dude, I'm like,
Who's driving? Who's driving?
Some cab driver. He is. So the cabbie's driving, and he's in the front seat, and me, the other guys are in another cab following us, and me and two other guys are in the back seat. And I look at my friend. I remember I was sitting in the middle, and I looked at my friend. I'm like, hey, where the fuck are we going? He's like, I don't know. And then it dawned on me. I'm like, yo, did he say like whatever drug we want we can get in his neighborhood? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, that's not a good fucking neighborhood, dude. Never is that a good neighborhood.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are we going? I'm like, dude, we're going to the
We're
fucking
going to a
hood.
mom and pop shop.
We're going to the hood, right?
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what's his fucking name? I'm like, hey, dude, not to be a dick, but I don't know, is your name Eduardo or is it Luis? Because I've heard people call you two different names. He's like, yeah, my name is Luis Eduardo Escobar. And then I'm like, Escobar? I'm like, oh, that's
no,
was that just like a
no,
common name or something? And he's like,
No,
no, that's my mom's cousin. Pablo is my like third cousin. And I was like,
No.
and then
No,
my
mijo, I know here.
No.
Mijo, I know here. I need to go, mijo.
no, and then I started getting all like Colombian, like, no, I have to go. I don't make the rules. I have to go.
Oh, señor, afuera. Ahí, mi afuera.
No.
Afuera.
Ya me voy,
Time
por
to
favor.
go
Este
for
ahí.
the guy.
Ahí.
Fuck, holy
For the
shit.
guy.
That's nuts. That's
So,
nuts.
and then I'm looking, I'm like, what? He's like,
Why
yeah.
does he live in the project?
Well, it made sense because when we were leaving the bar, like people were like, "Hey, Luis!" Like everyone just like knew him, and I'm like, "Oh, I thought he just like was a friendly, fucking." Then we go to his neighborhood, and it's exactly what you like. You ever see like an episode of like Rio de Janeiro on National
Yeah, yeah,
Geographic?
yeah.
The favelas, all the homes,
Yeah,
stacked
oh,
them.
yeah,
They're
yeah.
made of red mud. I learned all about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's where we were. So it was all these homes, these shit stacked on top of each other in these narrow ass streets, and there's like chickens clucking and a goat walking by. I'm like fuck. Right when
Like shit.
yeah, and like I'm not a bitch or anything, but I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this might not be good. Of
course.
Yeah,
So
I'm scared.
then like I remember too right before that like and I'm not stupid either. Like I had no jewelry on me or anything prior going there. So.
Yeah.
But right when we get out of the car, there's like 4 dudes that just like walked up, and Luis gets out of the car, and they're like arguing with him. They're like this and this, and he's like no, he's like doing like this and that, and then like we're all just kind of like looking over at each other. Yeah, and he's just like, no, I don't make the rules. He made this. Nobody makes the rules. And then so then he says
fucking use it. Hey man, I don't make the rules, man. That's what it is, man.
then he says some fucked up shit after that. He looked at us and he's like, okay, so I told him it's okay. I made a phone call to let them know that you guys are coming. I'm like, let who know? The guy. Who's the guy?
he's like, I don't know. I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules, dude.
There's no rules.
I don't make the rules. It's for the guy. So then I'm like, what? I started getting a little. I'm like, Luis. I'm like, dude. Like, I appreciate you bringing us here, you know. But like, and like, you know, I'm not afraid of the hood, like LA, whatever. But in LA, the homes aren't stacked on top of each other, like, you know. And this dude is walking around with a 6-shooter and flip flops. Like, come on. So he looks at. He says, like, they said it's okay. They just said these guys here are saying turn off your phones, no cameras, no videos, nothing. We'll have a good time and then we'll leave. And I'm like, oh my god. So then we go.
You about to go do some shit with
We
them,
go
too.
into their
Oh,
area, dude. It's
fuck.
literally like just like this like little area, all these like little huts, homes on top of each other, and it's like out of a movie. We go into this like little fucking tent thing. It's not even a tent because it's made out of like mud, but there's like a curtain. We pull the curtain, and there's some dude like on the bed, and there's some chick just laying on the bed, like looking at us like this the whole fucking time. And I'm like, what is this training day shit, dude? Like, and then I'm sitting over there, and we're just all like me and like, but there's 6 of us, 6 grown men, so we're kind of like in some way like, okay, like yeah, we can't fight off guns, but mostly those dudes, Colombian dudes are pretty small. Like they're not really that big, you know.
If shit gets bad, leave.
Yeah, if shit gets bad.
Just kick the dude with the
hold
Mickey
him
shirt.
over, you know.
Kick the dude with the
Grab
Mickey
him,
shirt and the flip flops on his toes.
They weren't
On his
that.
toes.
They're not that big, you know. But
Yeah.
but there's just, you know, there were enough of them. Then they come, they bring this like flower pot, like little vase, like pot thing, like this big. They lift up the lid, filled to the brim with cocaine. It's just white.
Oh my
They're
god.
like, yeah, you guys have it.
A
It's
teaspoon,
for you.
tablespoon.
Yeah, it's from the guy. Like, you know, so then I'm like, oh shit. And then they're like, my friend, you wanted the creepy sticky or the creepy stick or something? I'm like, the what stick? And he brings out this like blunt. And it's got like shit wrapped around it or whatever, and I'm like, I don't know what it is, just give it to me, you know. But they called it a creepy stick or a trippy stick or something. The creepy,
I don't know. I don't make the
creepy
rules. That's
stick.
what it's called.
I don't know what it's called. I don't make the rules. It's from the guy. You take it. Like, you know? So we start hitting it, and we're like having a good time. These guys don't really speak English, but a couple of them, they're like, oh, like Kardashian. Yeah, you know, they start saying shit. Yeah, and I'm like,
You guys watch Breaking Bad?
yeah. They Walter White.
Bryan Cranston should have won the Emmy.
Hey, to me, the real hero, the Jesse Pinkman. You know?
He's a good guy, man.
Yeah,
He's got
good
good,
guy.
real good emotional arc in the storyline. Great writing. Great writing.
He just, you know, he was a good guy. He just took the bad turn, you know.
And the girlfriend, she do a little bit of, you know, like she's no good.
And then muerta, and very sad. You know,
I don't know,
peligroso.
but again, I don't make the rules. So
Yeah,
it's
my
like,
father was casting it. He was a little potito.
Listen, so then after that, they bring this bottle of tequila out, this like old bottle of tequila. And
Oh fuck, old tequila. Oh
and they're like, this is a very they like, you know, you can't find this bottle. It's a very
Yeah, I bet.
authentic
There's
tequila.
a warrant. There's a
They're
warrant.
like, they want you to take a shot. They like you. Because if they're
Yeah,
asking
yeah,
you to
yeah.
And if
drink
you
this,
don't
they
take
like
it,
That's
they get
fucking
offended.
disrespectful.
No, not that. They were just like, you know, in it. So
They'll probably
everyone-
fuck with you,
everyone
but,
like
like,
took
you know.
a shot,
Yeah.
and then everything was cool, and we were like hanging out and just kind of shooting this shit, and you know, just fucking chicken over here. I'm like, what the fuck?
Kid
and
runs
then,
through,
like,
you know?
yeah, just some kid walk around, just
now
like
at
in
the
his
same time,
undies.
are you still fucking like on edge? Or are you like,
I was still, I was alert. I was just
Kept your
like,
eyes open.
yeah, I kept my eyes open,
Yeah,
but I'm
waiting
like,
for
you
the
know,
change.
the one thing I've learned is, you know, just don't give off the vibe that you're tripping, because some of these guys will then take advantage of that. It's just like, it's like when they say, like, when you go to jail, like, don't walk in with your head down, like, oh shit, like, just even if you're scared, like, walk in with your chin up.
Yeah.
So at least not every guy comes up to you like, let me get a piece of that, like, you know, at least show them that you know, right?
the way you're-
sick. We got a 6-piece.
Yeah. He got a hairy butthole, though. I don't know about
Hell
that.
yeah! I got, oh yeah, baby, we got the Mediterranean shrimp plate.
Yeah, it's all okay over here, but once we flip them over, it was
So you start walking through. Oh shit! I didn't know we were getting Panera bread.
Who brought the chicken carbonara out? This motherfucker.
Ah, minestrone. Give me that soup.
Hey, fish fillet.
Like
Hey, we got a fucking fish fillet over here.
oh, they stinky panocha.
No. But the way you're describing it kind of reminds me of like that one scene in Indiana Jones Temple of Doom. You know, like when they're eating around the table and everybody,
Oh,
like
yeah, the monkey
they're,
brains.
they're all kind of chilled monkey brains, and you're like, oh, sick. Okay,
Yeah, it was kind of like,
Oh,
it
okay.
was.
All right.
But
They
it's
didn't know how to
cocaine.
speak English, so they'd be like, you know, saying stuff, and I'm like, hell yeah, like, you know.
so go ahead, keep going.
So then, so then we're chilling, right? And then Luis is like, all right, let's get up, let's go. We're gonna go to Pablo's old strip club. By the way, Pablo Escobar in Medellin is very much
God.
loved. There's his old mansion that he had got turned into literally a gentleman's like brothel. Go play pool there, fuck some women, and drink at the bar. They're like, this is where Pablo used to live. This was Pablo's strip club. It's called the Girls Club or something like that, or yeah, Girls or Girls Club. So like, we're gonna go there. It's just right up the hill, and like and we can just walk up like around there and something. It wasn't even that far. I think we just ended up walking, or we did take a cab there. I can't remember because we were fucked up at this point. But as we're leaving, one of the guys comes out and he starts saying, "Donde está la tequila?" I remember that. He's like, "Where's the tequila?" And then I'm like, I don't know. I didn't have it last. And then like 3 more people come. I'm like, "Donde? Where's the tequila?" Like, you know. And then like 4 more people come. And then like people I didn't see earlier start popping out of nowhere. You know. Now there's like 40 people in this fucking
like a
favela.
whole little militia.
Yeah, it's just like people come around like, where is it? And like I can see like even some of them like they have shit on them, like guns and stuff.
Yeah.
So then like I'm looking, I'm like, I don't know what tequila is, and then they start getting a little like in our faces and shit. And they go to my friend, I'll never forget. And my friend too, like he didn't give a fuck. I mean, like I said, you got to put up that front. They're like, "Where's the tequila?" It's okay, you know, we take your hat, you know. And the guy's like, "No," my friend's like, "I like my hat." It's cool.
Oh,
I like my hat. My friend did that. I looked at him. I was like, okay, so we're gonna do like that. Like, hey, we don't know where your tequila is. So then we started being like, I don't know where your fucking tequila is, man. Like, go somewhere else, find your tequila. You know. And I'm looking at Luis. I'm like, let's get the fuck out of here now, please. And we like leave. And as we're leaving up the stairs, they're like still frantically looking. Luis is like, I don't know. It's got to be around there somewhere. And
I don't
then,
know,
like,
I'll make the
they're
rules.
like, they were getting, yeah. They're like,
don't
it's
make
with
the
the guy. It's with the guy. So
I don't make the rules.
I don't make the rules. We get up to the top of the hill. I'm like, holy fucking shit, dude, that was nuts. And Luis is like, yeah, that was crazy, right? Okay, so who wants a shot at tequila? He had the fucking tequila.
bastard.
And then
Rat bastard.
yeah, and then you know what
Damn.
happened? I looked at him. I'm like, bro, are you crazy? They wanted to fuck us up for that. And then he looks at me. He's like, nah, it's no problem. He's like, bro, I hate you.
Wow.
That was
Fuck.
that was
Damn.
Luis, man. And then he came with us to Guatape, and And then when we went to Cali, we were on our own, and I remember he like warned us when we went there. He's like, "Bro, it's a really dangerous place." I'm like, "Really? I didn't think it was that." Then I looked on Google. I'm like, 9th highest murder rate in the world. I'm like, "Fuck, we should have thought about that."
Jesus.
All I looked at was like most beautiful women in the world. I'm like, "Let's go."
Do you think that maybe because he knew you guys were, obviously it was pretty obvious you guys were American?
He knew we were American, but I remember a lot of times people will look at us like, "Okay,
Like, what are
you're
you?
not from here, but what are you? Because are you a gringo? What are you?" I don't
Yeah,
know.
'cause
They didn't.
yeah.
Like I would get
Half-breeds.
those looks a lot. Like even in Mexico, whenever I go, like they treat like those San Diego. Like if you go to Tijuana and you go to the strip clubs there, and like or you go to the bars or anything, like you can tell who's from like San Diego State or UC San Diego, and or who's just like a dude that's not from Mexico.
Yeah.
But they still like don't target you. It's like weird. I
Yeah.
don't know. I've kind of learned. I've seen that, man. I've literally seen like these guys like come up to some drunk white guy and they're like, yeah, let's go. And they took him outside. I'm like, they're gonna rob him. My friend got robbed by that one time. He's so dumb. He was like stupid. He was 19 years old. Some guy's like, "You want to see a donkey show?" And he's like, "Oh yeah." And there's no donkey shows like around there like that. So he takes my friend starts following him into an alleyway, and he's like, "Oh, you know what? I'm gonna go back to my friends." And the guy's like, "Why? You don't want to see the donkey show?" Pull out a knife. He's like, "Give me all your shit." My friend like, I'm like, "Dude, how big was the guy?" Because my friend's short, and the guy he's like, "Yeah, he was like a little shorter than me." I'm like, "Bro, why don't you just punch him one time in the throat and run, dude?" You know, but. He was like 19, so he's like gave it to him. But
Do you think because you guys were American but like cool, they almost kind of wanted to impress you?
yeah,
Yeah,
you know what's weird?
Yeah,
Like they,
yeah.
if
Dude, that's the other
in-
side of it too, man.
In
Yeah,
South
yeah.
America, and especially from what I've seen in Colombia, it's especially they want Americans to come. They're like, Medellin is a booming metropolitan city. It's not dangerous anymore like it was in the 90s with the whole cartel, Colombian drug lords, Pablo Escobar, and all that shit. It's still dangerous in a way, but
Not what it
well, in
used
a
to
very
be,
in
yeah.
a serious.
And
I mean,
Colombia and the United States have Colombia has the best diplomatic relations, like out of any Latin American country with the United
For real.
I mean, I think
Yeah.
they're just looking at like usually you have Venezuela or Brazil as your, most booming countries,
Like,
typically,
economically,
right?
right?
Fiscally
Yeah.
speaking, yeah. And now you look at Venezuela, it's the worst. I mean, they're all hungry. The majority of the population can't even get to a grocery store on time before it's emptied. I mean, Caracas, Venezuela. Okay, so in America, there's 13,000 homicides a year in America. All right,
13,000.
in
Okay.
Venezuela, just Caracas alone, there's 6,000 a year, and in overall the entire country, there was like over 30, and there's only 30 million people in Venezuela. Whereas America, you have
100 million.
almost 400.
400 million.
Almost 400 million people. So their way of life, it's life. I remember I met a girl one time in Colombia, and she was Venezuelan. A lot of people from Venezuela are coming to Colombia. They're leaving. And I was like, "Oh," I'm like, "Venezuela's beautiful, huh?" She's like, "Yeah, but you can't go there." She's like, "You won't even make it from the airport to the hotel."
Really?
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
That's crazy.
Literally won't even make it from the airport to the hotel.
Jesus Christ, man.
So it's pretty bad, but Colombia's fun, man.
That's
There's
why
some
people
pretty-
that like out here they like just kind of you're saying like tyranny and like all this shit about like these Nazis about this and this. It's like, dude, you have no idea.
No
what
idea.
it's
Yeah,
like.
you have
Yeah.
no idea what
No idea
violence
what it's
is.
like
You have no
another-
idea what like
And that's
really
the thing.
dire
like,
poverty is.
like I feel like right now, like in this generation of younger kids too, that like want to experience that because they don't really experience much because it's just kind of like this.
because
Weird
they don't have
bubble.
hobbies. They don't fucking
They
do
don't
anything.
do
They just sit on
anything.
TikTok and play fucking video
What was
games
the
all
story?
day.
What was the story, by the way? I was going to tell you guys something. I think it was about, and you were like, "Save it."
Fuck me. Oh, I'm trying to remember. Hold on. It was about.
Was it
Oh,
Medellin?
no.
I think it was maybe about.
Yeah, was it? Yeah, it was.
Because there's multiple things. Oh, also,
Was it the dude that got the dildo shoved in his ass at the strip club story? No.
I don't know. You said something about
You guys were both like,
you were in Amsterdam.
I don't make the.
Amsterdam. Yeah. Took 17 grams of mushrooms and watched the live
Yeah,
sex
yeah,
show.
yeah. Tell us about that. Tell us about that.
yes.
Fuck, how much? Because I want to tell you about the dude and
You
the
got
dildo.
you got 13 minutes.
Okay, the Amsterdam story is simple. Okay, in Amsterdam, like
dildo,
sex
yes.
is just
The
like.
dildo.
I remember, dude. There was like a booth. I'd never been there, and my friend had. He's like, "Hey, put €2 in here and press that button." I'm like, okay. And I press the button, and it just and it goes up, and some guy's already staring at me with some girl giving me a head, and he's staring at me. I'm like, oh, I'm like, hey.
Whoa.
Like, I was like, yo, this is what the fuck? And then it's like you can just people are fucking everywhere, and They have live sex shows. They're like, you come to Amsterdam, you either got to go to the Heineken factory or you go to a live sex show. And we're like, live sex show. So
Heineken's like soda, man. Let's go fucking see some people
I'll
fuck.
check that out online. Like the guy about teaching, he said, just look at Google. I'm not gonna go to.
Look at the bottles.
So we're like, okay, we're gonna go, but I'm like, hey, but when we go, we should get fucking fucked up. So we went to this place where you can buy shrooms there. They have
That's crazy.
They
mushroom.
had shrooms there.
Was
Yeah.
it really nice? Like that? Like this is this,
Bro,
this
they
is
have
this,
like
this is
different kinds. They're like you have option. You want Space Jam. You want NASA. You want Mars Attacks. Like what do you want?
Mars
You know?
Attacks.
Like so we're like
you want
just
Contact?
give us. I'm like
you
just
want
give us like
Interstellar? You want-
yeah.
and then a special
Like, you
Carl
want-
Sagan.
You want Matthew McConaughey. Like hey, like they're just you. Like, we were like, give me the top one you have.
Yeah.
And each bag had 17.5 grams of mushroom truffles.
my
Truffles, right?
So it's like amazing, like
Well, it
high
tastes
end.
no, it tastes like but
It tastes like shit, but it's
but
truffle.
but it's like if you eat 17 grams of like regular mushrooms that you get here, like you're gonna get way more, I think, fucked up than you do if you eat mushroom truffles.
Got it.
But
got it.
nonetheless, I think the guy was like, yeah, like don't eat the whole bag. But then we were like, let's eat the whole fucking bag. So
And how many people were with you?
it was me, Lee Parham, Sam.
Fucking Christ.
Here's the thing. No,
Four
you
of
did
us.
not.
Four of us. One of my friends is just an alcoholic, so he doesn't do that. So, but we got him high. He doesn't smoke much weed, so he got stoned at a coffee shop. So,
so
which
fucking
if
cool.
they call it a coffee shop, it's not a. It's like it's a dispensary. I think if it's
That's so sick.
You have to call it that,
But-
right?
yeah.
In
Well,
order for it-
no. It's not like it's just that's what they call it.
But
'cause
you can get
have
stoned at a
coffee.
coffee shop, though, right?
Or
Yeah,
they-
you can pretty much smoke weed like anywhere. There's indoor places where they allow you to smoke weed in there.
That's so sick.
So
Right.
we were just sitting there and we
Right.
smoked. We went in there and we were just smoking weed, and then we got my friend high who never gets high, so he got like super fucking high, and then me and my two other friends were like, let's just eat the whole fucking bag of mushrooms and go to this sex show and see what happens. So we ate the whole fucking bag.
Wow.
This is for my 30th birthday too. This is like 2 years ago. So we were like, let's go, and we go over there. And like it's literally in an auditorium, and there's like curtains and everything, and I'm like, and it starts kicking in like what, like right before like it's already there. We're like sitting there like, oh dude, we shouldn't have had the whole fucking bag, you know?
Dude, that's
I'm fucked up.
insane.
Like I kept feeling like I'm slipping off my seat, but I was standing straight up. I'm like, oh my god, dude, like, and then. We're thinking, I'm like, all right, there'll be like previews and shit, like previews.
It's the lion, but it's a guy just like taking
Give
in
me
the
some
ass.
time to, like- no, bro, there's no preview.
Yeah, Metro Goldwyn.
You know the song? All my friends are heathens or whatever. All my friends are heathens.
Oh, I think so.
Whatever.
Yeah,
Sounds familiar.
From that.
An old nursery rhyme. Yeah.
No, it's from the Suicide Squad stupid movie. Like
Oh,
I don't know.
I never saw
I
that.
don't watch
It was
trash.
terrible. But anyways, I don't know. The song was from that, but it was like right when the beat dropped, it goes dit, and then it goes, all my friends, a curtain open. And there was no preview. This guy was just like sitting there just like fucking her like this. And it was on a table going around like that. And he was just, and he looked so like over it. He was just like, he was getting head first, like, all my friends.
Oh my
And then we're laughing. We're losing our fucking mind.
yeah.
Everyone in the audience is like for real watching it.
Like,
And then they get off, right? And then another couple or two come and like these two girls came and they started going and we went from no. It went from that guy to this couple, and then there was like this black couple that came, and that dude put us all to shame. He fucked the shit out of her, and he did it to a beat. Like the beat was, it was like, it was like, pooch pooch poop poop, and then he would look at the audience and he'd be like, and then she went down to give him head one time, and he went like this. He was like, like he was like, what do you guys think? Like, he was really.
he's like doing Cirque du Soleil of fucking.
Yeah,
pretty
right.
much.
And then the next, and then we were like,
Kids got style.
We were
Kids got
laughing like
style.
Gabe does, just like we couldn't control ourselves. Then these two girls came on, and they started doing shit, and we went from laughing to like, oh shit. We started watching it, right?
You guys like fixing your shorts.
So like, and there was some like, and I remember there was some Indian dude that was like, dude, they're so funny because sometimes like the guy was trying to smoke indoor earlier before the show, and the guy's like, you can't smoke a cigarette in here. He's like, yeah, dude. And he kept like hitting it, and the guy's like, sir, you can't smoke in here. No, I know, man. I know. It's crazy, huh?
I don't make the rules.
It's like, right? And then he's just like,
He's like, no, I know, dude.
I know, dude.
I don't know where this guy thought he was because finally he puts a cigarette out. Then he's sitting in the front and like I don't know what he's doing the whole time because when they're going at it, he's like, oh yeah, do another one. Like he's trying to direct them. And the security guy comes like, he's like, don't tell him what to do. He's like, dude, I'm just coaching. Right? Yeah. He's like, you know, and then he would be impressed sometimes. He's like, yes, very good. Like, you know? So we were laughing at that the whole time. We're like, yeah, this guy, like, you know, what is he doing? Like, he was just losing it. Then
This is gold. This is gold.
They did like a break, like an intermission. Some girl comes out and she starts like dancing, right? She's like, I'm gonna bring a couple of like people on stage, right? She brings first my friend on stage. My friend's high as shit. And he's stage fright. He's not, you know, he's like, oh no. She grabs
Is it
him.
like
He's
a mushroom guy or just weak guy?
No, wee guy.
Okay.
He's like, no, I'm high. He sits over there. She's like, just sit on the chair. She starts doing her dance. When she gets on top and she starts like putting her ass in his face, and this dude looks up. He's like. Like that, he goes like this, and a couple of the girls like, "Hey!" He's like, "I'm joking." I'm joking. Hey, you guys like that. Then she like comes up. She's like, "All right, I need like a couple other like guys, you know." She starts coming and she points me out, and I'm like, "What? No!" And then she grabs me. She pulls me on stage. At first, just dancing, and I'm like, "Whatever." Just like I'm on shrooms. People are looking at me. I'm like, "All right, I'm dancing on stage. I don't care." I was just acting a fool for a little bit.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Then like 2 other guys came on stage. We're like, "What's going on?" And I'm sitting there, and then some weird ass fucking like song. So it's like, and I look to my left. Some dude in a gorilla outfit with an 8-inch, 9-inch banana dildo comes and starts chasing after me. I'm like, nope, I don't play this game. And he chased me around. I'm on mushrooms, and some dude in a gorilla outfit with a banana dildo. And I'm like, shoot. And like my friends are sitting there laughing, like, don't bring him here. I'm like, go get my friends, you know.
Dude,
and he starts chasing.
that ain't Mighty Joe Young, dude.
That's Mighty Joe Hung.
No, and then listen to this.
Hey, King Dong.
Mighty Joe Hung, dude. Listen to this, right? Listen to this. And then I'm laughing my ass off. She's like, come back on stage. And then she's sitting there and she takes a banana. She takes that banana out of the guy. And she puts the banana in her pussy. She's like, everyone needs to eat the banana. And I'm like, I don't do that. And then she's like, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to bitch out of it. I'm going to be smart. I cut in front of the line. I'm like, I'm going to be the first. I don't have to get near her pussy. I'll just eat the beginning of the banana. And then I'm like, no, I'm going to be a dick. I bit that whole banana. I'm like, you guys better get the rest. And then the last guy literally had to like go in there. I'm like, ew, you're gross, bro.
Holy shit.
And the whole time we're on shrooms. And then after that, like, that night went on, and yeah, it was a lot of shit. But yeah, it was just a wild fucking night.
Probably how COVID started.
100%.
COVID started.
Yeah, there's.
It wasn't in a lab. It was in that petri
I
dish.
used to go to a lot of strip clubs and do all that.
Holy
shit! And then I remember fucking.
I'd be so scared.
Dude,
I'd be so scared.
And then in Mexico, the last story of this, I'll say, because there's so much shit too. Even when we were in Paris, too. French people are weird as shit. By the way, they're so pompous. I mean, literally, a guy, what do you fucking say? He's like, I don't wear the condom wears me. I'm like, the fuck, bro? I don't take showers. Look at my body. I don't even work out.
That sounds like the same guy that was like, hey, I don't make the rules.
Yeah, you don't make the rules either. I'm like, how did you get that body? I don't make the rules. But anyways, then in Mexico, right? So I'm sure some people, there's these clubs in Tijuana, right? There's a couple of streets. There's one street, Revolution Street, was all bars. Then there's another street where it's all strip clubs. And in these strip clubs, they fuck. They do all kinds of shit. They put on shows, crazy shows.
Dude,
and,
you're up. More like you're up.
Dude. I'm telling you, it's quite a thing. And I'm sure if people have been there, they're gonna know exactly what place I'm talking about too. You know, it's
that's fucking.
It's called Hong Kong, and I'm not talking about the city. So we go over there. It's like 4 stories, right? This was like I don't know, it was like 25 or 26 or something like that. And but it was spring break. It was spring break, and like I said, dudes from San Diego come in there all the time or whatever. But we're sitting there, they're doing a show, and in the show, they're like, you know, shaving cream, getting on there. They stick like lollipops and like tennis ping pong balls and like shoot them out. They do like all kinds of weird shit. Lollipop, they're like, you know,
shooting Nerf balls.
Is this like is this like the scene from like Dusk Till Dawn? Did you see that?
I haven't seen that in a long time, dude.
Fuck, like, you know, when they go and was it Cheech or is it Chong?
Cheech.
It's Cheech, and he's like, hey, we got the chicken pussy, we got the big pussy, we got the little pussy,
the pretty pussy,
the pretty pussy, the stinky pussy, the little pussy.
No,
You know, like,
the dudes that work there, they'll always I'd be like, hey, my friend, how many of you guys having your go? 3 or 4? Okay, what you want to drink? A couple cervezas? Okay. Panocha, what do you want? The torta gordo? Do you want the skinny? Do you want the short hair?
What the al pastor? You want the fucking
You want
lengua?
it-
You want the contract supreme?
You want it-
Los sesos.
Do you want it? Do you want a little stinky? Like, you know? You know, my friend one time he was drunk, but he just said, he's like, hey, do you have one? I like it when their pussy stinks, you know, it gives them character. He's like, oh, you want that stinky panocha? Yeah, I find one for you.
Did he have to
Oh,
walk?
that's so-
He have to like
Yeah.
walk like
That's-
chemistry
Hey,
class?
fish grill right here. So anyways, so we're sitting there and there's a show, right? During the show, they bring up guys on the show, bro. Okay, they bring guys up.
Christ.
They bring the first guy up. His friends are like, yo, bring him up. It's his birthday. So they bring the first guy up and they like take off his shirt and all that shit. They start like, you know, soaking him up in like shaving cream and all that. And they're like, take off your pants. And he's like, nah, I'm not really trying to do all that. They're like, just take off your pants. And the girl goes to pull his pants down, but she pulls his boxers down too. So his dick whips out this big, really small, and everyone starts laughing, throwing their cup on the stage. It's like a shit show, like debauchery. And the guy, I'll give it up to him, he was like, yeah, it is what it is.
I don't
got
make
it.
the rules,
Yeah,
you know?
I don't make the rules.
I don't make the
bro.
rules. I don't make the rules. It is what it
Don't
is.
talk to me, talk to my friend. You know? That guy.
Talk to the guy.
You talk to that guy. So he like owns up to it, and then they sit you down, they like ride you, do a bunch of nasty shit. I'm like, oh, that's disgusting. Like I was like, I'm not letting this girl. I'm not going up there. Don't even think about it.
She's,
They, like,
she's on
ride
the
their
she's on
face.
the end of her
There's,
8-hour
like,
shift.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude. It's a fucking. It's a
She's
sweat.
like, I'm working at double the night.
It's sweaty. So then the next guy comes and they like do all their shows, right? All their performances for everyone to ride their fucking face. All these dudes, everyone's like, hey, it's like a shit show. Even the girls that are there that are not strippers are like, yeah, ride that shit. Like, you know, it's not just all dudes.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Women
then-
supporting women.
Women supporting
Like-
women. So then they're like done, right? They're like gathering their shit. All of a sudden, some white dude that like literally looks like his prime years were like when he went to like 311 concerts and all that shit.
Whoa!
Black spiky hair, no shirt on, had one tattoo on his back. It said, and it had a mural of Palm Beach, Florida.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
This dude is like fucking amped, bro. He's just like, yeah, and he just climbs on the stage, and the girl is sitting on the stage like that, and he just goes up like, one more, baby, pulls her foot, starts dragging her, dude.
Oh, what
dragging
the
her.
fuck?
I see the guards,
No.
security running. By the way, if you don't know, these strip clubs and shit in Mexico, like you don't fuck around in
No.
Tijuana. They're run by certain people, so
Yeah.
you don't play. You don't play like that.
The
Like,
white man's
yeah.
confidence.
yeah. What? Oh,
does
boy, I
that?
can do whatever I want.
What the fuck?
Do whatever the caucasity.
Dude, the
So
caucasity.
listen to caucasity, bro. Seriously, he's like,
Dude, we
I'm
gotta get a
white.
shirt like that. Hashtag the
I
caucasity.
can't piss right here because I'm white. It's just
Also,
like,
Cauca City. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
listen. So then they come. They're like grabbing him, and they're like about to pull him
Dog.
off stage. Probably fuck him up. The stripper girl that he was pulling on. She's like goes up to the guard. She's like, it's fine. We'll give him a show. It's fine.
Oh, fuck.
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
and then like
fuck.
everyone's like looking like, oh shit, really?
Girl Dragon tattoo
Okay.
shit happening, dude.
So she's like, just leave him here. And the guy, he's like oblivious to what's going on. He's just like, yeah. He's like Palm Beach, like, you know.
Oh, no.
So
This sounds very Florida.
Oh, no.
I'm not lying. He had no tattoos anywhere but his back. An entire like Palm Beaches and like at Palm Beach, Florida, and it said Palm Beach, Florida underneath. So this is a special character that you unlocked on GTA somehow. and this guy, I'm telling you, dude,
Mo.
this is literally the worst of the worst. He's sitting up.
Hold on, that was fucking good. Shit. I just got that visual. I'm just like,
Yeah. So he's like, he's sitting there. They're like getting him all soaked up and shit, right? They get him on the floor, and then like the two girls are like looked at like, yeah, I'm gonna ride his. So she starts riding his face, right? She's riding the fuck out of that face harder than and he is like, you can tell he's a dirtbag because he's just like grabbing her and like she's like trooping it, you know? She's taking it like a G. Because he's being fucking, even me, I'm like, God damn, it's like, damn, they're okay with, like, he's just so annoying, this guy.
Yeah.
The girl that he pulled then kind of gets up, and she like looks at all of us and starts smiling, and we're all like, what are you fucking smiling
Oh,
about?
fuck.
And she's like, it goes to her bag, it's like pulling out shit, starts doing stuff. I'm like, what is this? What is she doing? But then I see it's like she's like squirting some shit and like getting this loop on a big ass dildo. Okay. And we're all like, what are you
Oh,
gonna do with
no.
that dildo? And she's looking, she's like, you guys ready? Like, you know, because
Oh,
this
no.
guy is sitting on his back, pussy on his face. He's just like has no idea what's going on. So she goes up to him, starts pulling his boxers down, and he like a girl, just like lifts it up, like, yeah, get that. Like you have access to this.
Get
Like,
in there.
he thought that he was gonna get like a hand job or head or whatever. And she goes, opens his legs up, she takes the dildo, and everyone's just like, you can hear the crowd. They're like, no. And she goes like this. She goes zoom, and it goes in, and he goes like that. And
he was like
goes like this.
He's like Ichabod Crane. He's like
he goes like this. Bro, literally, hey, imagine this. I'm not lying. Everyone inside that area starts screaming, falling. I fell over a table. People were throwing their clubs. They were like, yeah, they're like, oh my god. And the guy the whole time's like, oh shit, like this, and she's just fucking
Holy shit.
and then he like
corporal punishment.
and then he
That's what I'm saying.
That's corporal punishment, bro. Don't be hey.
Fuck.
Don't fuck
I
with
love
sex
that
workers,
energy,
right?
dude.
Don't
that
fuck with
energy,
sex
though,
workers, dude.
There's that movie I was telling you about. Was it something
The
Proud
same
Woman?
thing with fast food
Dude.
stuff. Don't fuck with people that make your food.
fuck with
Don't fuck
them,
with
man.
sex workers. Don't fuck with them. This guy,
providing
and
a
by the way,
service.
this guy had no fucking idea afterwards. He was just like, oh, okay. And everyone was like,
This
like
fucking
laughing at
idiot.
him. Yeah.
Fucking guy.
And then he just walked off. I never saw him again.
That's crazy.
That was a night in Tijuana.
Jesus.
And then we went to Rosarito, and
I'm
that's a whole
booking
different story.
a flight tonight.
You just gotta drive, baby.
Hell of a fucking night.
No, that's
Yeah.
That sounds like
insane.
hell
and
of
honestly,
Fuck that.
that's a good place to leave it because we definitely have to have a part 3 with you.
dude.
That's
Literally.
fucking
The
ridiculous.
worst part is, like, yeah, I've gotten arrested in Tijuana. There's a story about that. Like, yeah,
Yeah, we'll
save that
definitely
for
talk
another
about
time.
those in the next one. But yes,
Fucking
part
A,
3.
man.
dude, guys, give it up for fucking Jack
Dude,
Ticholson,
Jack
aka
Ticholson,
fucking
part 2.
Oh,
on camera.
on camera.
He touched my chon chon.
Thanks for having me, you guys.
Alex Farivar, dude, we
Yeah.
are the Beta Boys, leaders of the Girth gang. I'm Gabe Lube, otherwise known as Girth Brooks.
I'm Robert Amador, also known as John Wang.
I am Frank Escalante, a.k.a. Titty Roosevelt. You can find me on all platforms at LFrankXE.
Slamador.
Luby Boob, and check out my band, Shaw Nova, Shaw_Nova_. Trying to get that shit out there.
Alex Farvar, handle, it was probably Alex, and
Also say your name, too.
Jack Nicholson.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Tickle, 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 tickle.
It's been another very successful episode
Thank you guys
of the Funny
so
Uncle
much.
Podcast. Thank
Thanks
you
for
so much
having
for
me, you guys.
listening. Check us on TikTok, YouTube, fucking Pornhub, fucking all that shit, man.
All of
Fucking
it.
whatever.
On the gram.
On the gram.
And guys,
And say Happy Hanukkah to a Jew you know.
Happy
Yeah.
Hanukkah, Merry Christmas.
make sure they
Happy
are
New
Jewish
Year.
before you say
Yeah,
happy.
yeah.
Kwanzaa,
yeah.
Happy
Yeah.
Kwanzaa.
Make sure they got the numbers on their foot.
Yeah.
Hey, and also
Get that serial number.
make sure your socks are fucking up, homie.
Make sure your socks are.
Make sure your socks are up, dog.
My
Make
socks
sure
are
they're not
little
made in
long.
Taiwan either.
You gotta
That's
be
not
down,
real
you
one.
gotta be down as fuck. You know what I mean? For like the fucking city.
For the revolution.
Fucking LA border, fucking Dodgers.
Fucking Dyers.
Hey,
Hey,
okay. Eso bien loco,
Hey,
no?
shout out to Born and Raised, we're sick club.
Hey,
Hey, we don't make the rules.
we
Okay?
don't make the rules.
We don't make the
That's what
fucking
the name of
rules.
this episode is going to be
It's
called.
for the
We
guy.
don't make the rules.
We don't
Like,
make the
comment,
rules.
subscribe, guys.
Fuck yeah.
All right, guys.
Peace
Have a good
out.
rest of the day, and as usual, know your worth.
And your girth.
Know your
Know
girth.
your
Know your
girth.
Know your
girth.
girth,
We'll see you
baby.
later.
Later,
Take
guys.
care. Bye.